Hello and welcome back to East, the Oath in Felghana. And it's time to take on the boss of the Tigray Quarry. Hello, statue. How are you today? Oh, a case of the Angries. Meet Alafal. She mainly shoots out these discs, and you can tell which one she's going to throw by how she moves her arms before she fires. Pretty easy to tell when she's going to do horizontal or vertical, but really for most of the fight you're just going to have to jump and shoot. Now I had the longsword, plus I had enough gold to buy the chain armor when I went back to get the longsword, so there was 0% chance of me losing. And thunder is still really hard to avoid. But really, if you just follow what I've been doing, keeping an eye on her attacks and whatever, and you shouldn't really have any problems. Don't worry, there will be harder bosses. For our troubles, we got a plot token. Collect all 4 for a special prize from your plot vendor. Oh. Yeah, that guy had the worst English voice acting in the Turbo CD version of Wanderers. I suggest you have a listen sometime. It wasn't bad enough to get into audio atrocities, but it's something special. Togi could mess up everything, and this little guy might also do something. Yeah, this jerk is Chester. We will be encountering him many, many times. Okay, Chester is a bit savvy about that sort of thing. Adventurers just get into everything. Into the crawl spaces, under the floorboards. You really need to put out traps for them, but they'll just disarm those too. Ah yeah, the usual colonialism stuff. always just long enough. You don't say. Nah. Yeah, the decision to send Adol to check on Elena is kind of an interesting one, because I guess he figured that Redmont is something of a small town where everyone knows each other, and so things get around. And Adol is super itinerant. Plus, it's not like Adol is going to blab any secrets. Oh, and that's the collapsed bridge we saw earlier. We're going to get across there eventually. Hey there, old man. You got it. Now, there's not much we can really do about that right now. Yeah, this is why it's good to check around town pretty much every time you've cleared out a dungeon. Because the townspeople will usually have something for you, or some new side thing has opened up that can get you more Revol. Which remains pretty important because you're not going to actually be able to get Revol drops from monsters for a good while. Also, the people of Redmont have something new to say pretty much every time you hit a story trigger. Hey, Tony, I got some Revol for you. Okay. That's what adventuring is all about. Though if you really want to play a game that's about professional side questing, you should probably play Trails in the Sky. Yeah, I trade, revolve for cash pretty much every time I can, because, as I've said before, gold is going to be more important than revolve for a fairly good while. Basically up until I can't buy any more equipment from Cynthia's shop. I don't know about that, considering what we saw in Ark of Nepishtim. The leaders of Rum are not great. Okay, now what else was I going to do while I was here in town? Oh yeah, speaking of which, this is really just going to be another towning video. I kind of like that the East games that came about had a lot more involved towns. Though they could probably get away with that, because this game only has like one town. In the well? Oh, accidental talking. Oh, only the important lifeblood of the community. As we go throughout the game, the idea of Chester being nice sounds more and more a distant dream. Now I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, which is upgrade the longsword. I actually had some extra revolve that I didn't the last time I played through the game, because I actually forgot to get that chest you need to do that special jump to in the Tigray quarry. You seem to know a lot about this sort of thing. That's right, in addition to his many other talents, Adol is a jeweler. Maybe someday he'll get the hang of sailing. I'm gonna show you what Cynthia has on offer, items-wise. I'm not going to be buying any of them. Well, except for the spirit necklace way later. However, Cathol elixirs increase your max hit points. And they're always available, so there's always some use for gold, like there was in East, the Ark of Nepishtim. By the way, I'm just gonna let this out right now. The pendant is not actually special at all. Which is really strange for a JRPG, because usually that kind of innocuous stuff is really super important. Okay, we need to talk to Elena before the next trigger happens, which is the appearance of this guy. Yep, cause Adol is the only other possible person in the universe who has red hair. Wait. Bishop? Diocese? Someone at Falcom hit the books. Nicholas is a semi-new character in Oath and Felghana. And he's pretty helpful to us. That diocese thing threw me a bit because I had played through Trails in the Sky, and thing is, Falcom actually tends to generally use religion a bit more creatively than other creators of a JRPG. I don't think Falcom has ever actually used the evil religion plot. And in the Trails series, the Septium Church is a power player with its own interests, but it's not a front for, like, demons or whatever. And with that, we have the key to the next dungeon. And we'll just step out. Yeah, I mainly explode the overworld monsters out of habit, because there's really zero point in fighting them once you're, like, level 2. They never really give you any good rewards in terms of the cacher experience. But I don't feel like ignoring them. Okay, I'm just gonna save here. And next time on Oath and Felghana, I will be tackling the Ilburn's ruins. See you then!